Hey guys, we are here at Ohio State. We just got done. Ozzy was sedated and had his x-rays done today, and what we thought was a worst case scenario was actually way worse than we initially thought. His angles on his leg are no way near what they're supposed to be. His kneecap is somewhere over here or over here. I don't even know where they're at, but they're not where they're supposed to be. The angles on his femur and his tibia look more like constellations than they do joints. And what they need to do is a really big surgery on each side of his leg. So they have estimated a cost between $5,000 to $7,000 per leg. The way his legs are right now, his hips are not even where they belong in the socket. He actually has hip dysplasia, which is very rare in Dobermans. It's just kind of disheartening to hear, because you think he's bad and you look at him and you see his deformities, and then you really see his deformities. I mean, obviously this is way too big, this is way too big, this is way too big. I mean, I can't even get my fingers around his legs, and I've never had a Doberman like that before.
But the good news is the front legs are actually straight.
Yes, so the front legs do not need surgery, but the back ones are as unstraight as the front ones are straight, which is the back part.
So they have not determined yet that surgery is going to be an option or in Ozzy's best interest. So with the x-rays and the 3D imaging, they're going to do some test mock surgeries using those images to see if they feel that they can straighten his legs out, give him a better quality of life. But a bigger concern for us right now is going to be financially. Is this something we can undertake to help Ozzy and give him a good quality of life, because of the enormous costs that we're going to be looking at here for him. But you're looking at him today and thinking, how do you say no? How do you say no to that face?
Especially when it improves his quality of life so much. That's the biggest thing. Because his joints are so bad. I mean, we can post the x-rays later, but you can't possibly begin to imagine. I mean, his lower leg, which should have a flat top on it, which fits in with his upper leg joint, looks like a triangle at the top of the joint. There is nothing about that that is normal. So, he has what is called hypertrophic osteodystrophy. And sadly enough, it went untreated, which is the bad part, because if you had taken your puppy to the vet when he got in pain, this could have all been preventable. So, this happens to large breed dogs, typically Dobermans, Great Danes, things like that. It's when your puppy is suddenly in pain, the joints are warm. That's when you take them to the vet and they treat them with an aggressive round of steroids to calm down the inflammation. Ozzy didn't get that.
Now, the vets did tell us today too that Ozzy was in severe pain while this was happening. May have played a little bit into his malnourishment when we got him in, because the amount of severe pain that he was in as these joints were swelling would have made him have no appetite whatsoever. But they assure us, and Ozzy assures us, that he is not in pain right now. And that's why we're going to look and see what is the best outcome for Ozzy in his future. You have to see him in person to really understand and recognize how his body has formed here from this. It's just heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking.
If they do determine that surgery is possible, the first date we have was January 14th.
January 14th.
And the second one was February 4th.
Yeah.
So that's what we're looking at.
And we're looking at probably 4 weeks between surgeries for the back legs. Like I said, they're not going to touch the front legs. They are actually perfectly straight, and they feel that the swelling in the front legs will go down over time. But Ozzy's body has actually tried to allow him to walk. So his bones have formed just so odd for this. And like I said, we will post the x-rays later on with some side-by-sides they showed us of normal legs, and that really gives you the impact of how badly Ozzy's legs look here.
It's quite something to see. I mean, his bones are 2 times the size. He has bones that are fusing that shouldn't be. It's a lot. It's a lot for a little buddy.
Well, we are going to start heading back home. Everybody's got a long ride. Ozzy is hungry, as he keeps reminding us. He is going to get fed very well tonight. And until his surgery, the vets have recommended to us to let Ozzy run, play, do everything he would like to do, and that's what we're going to let him do, since he will have a very confining next many weeks if the surgery is what they determine to be best for him. Anything anybody can do to help here with donations, so we can start to see if we can get the support to cover the costs that will be involved here to care for Ozzy, please do. We will, of course, be getting with our fundraising volunteers who do an amazing job, and see what next fundraisers we can come up with, and hope that all of you will come out to support us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.